how God works. It's your boy Mark Dub. I was gonna read this to drive, and there was a cop that pulled up behind me. So I'm like, all right. Good thing I said I'll come back, right? I'm gonna read it later when I park my vehicle. Because right now, God's telling me it's not the time or the place. See, God, my God, is a loving, caring God. So much. It's like I'm a sponge that's being saturated. And I got to squeeze out all that old gook to let this new stuff. It's like the glass that's full of just shitty water, and you put water in it and it's just overflowing. Well, if you let it run long enough, that shitty water will flush out, right? And like the clogged pipe. I always think about the plumbing pipe with a large, massive, what in it, clogging it. And they get the snake and they got to unclog it. That's what I did when I make my amends. I right my wrongs so far in my recovery journey. My amends to my father really got that clog out. It's letting the water run freely. And I asked God, I made the decision to turn my life and my will and my life, my thoughts and my actions over to the God of my understanding, as we understood, right? My understanding is God doesn't hate me. God was doing for me what I could not do for myself. He put me in these situations that prior to 315 days ago, prior to me being in recovery, I thought he hated me. He was sitting in a lounge chair with his feet up, laughing at the comedy show of my life. And I didn't want to feel my feelings. So what did I do? I went out drinking and drugging. And I went out there, did some lustful things. I did some, things out of fear. And I didn't want to feel my feelings. So what did I do? I got fucked up, right? I'm just keeping 100. I got fucked up because I didn't want to feel my feelings. Today I'm feeling feelings, and they're scary, man. A lot of them are very emotional. I work with a PTSD therapist because I have severe PTSD. I do. I got a lot of traumas that weren't addressed as a child. So what I do, I said, I can do this myself. Nobody else is helping me. And the guy told me yesterday, he says, take your pointer finger and your thumb, make a circle, hold it up to your face. You see that? See what you see in that circle? That circle right there? That's what you know. You see everything outside that circle? That's what God knows. The more I think I know, the smaller my circle gets. I know God knows everything. Talked to a brother at the end of our meeting this morning on day 315. This is a daily check-in. Let's make it that. I talked to a brother and we talked about, there's just so much in this textbook. The first 164 pages that I used to call the manual. Yeah, it's got precise instructions on what to do and how to do them. But there's a text to this book, and it says it in it. The textbook needs to be studied, not read like a novel, right? People in this program, they read it like a novel. They don't dissect it. If it's like an algebra textbook, you go to algebra class, right? You get a syllabus. And in that syllabus, it tells you what books you need, what tools you need. And then you get the book, and you open it, and the book is empty. There's no notes or anything, nothing's highlighted. But if you go to the teacher's textbook, she got all the answers, right? More likely, she got a bunch of notes in there. Well, today is a new day. We all got 24 hours in a day. This was a funny one I heard yesterday too. What's the world record for the longest sobriety? I was like, I don't know, and maybe 6 years. Well, the answer is 24 hours. That's it. Sober for 24 hours. And then we talked about, one of the lines, and I said a lot. And And I truly felt it, but then I got corrected. If I go to bed sober and I wake up an alcoholic, I go to bed treated and I wake up untreated. Well, guess what that means? It means I'm not doing my 10th step, right? Because when I go to bed, I should be doing my 10th step and the nightly review that's in the book. And when I wake up, I should be doing On Awakening. So therefore, I should be going to bed treated and I should be waking up treated, right? And don't get me wrong, meetings are great. I disagree with the saying meeting makers make it. In a sense, I'd say yeah, but meeting makers, if they're not working the steps, what is that, a dry drunk? You know? Go to a meeting, don't drink. Go to a meeting, don't drink. That's all you gotta do, go to a meeting, don't drink. I think there's more to it, man. You got more action. Don't get me wrong, going to a meeting is an action, but going to a meeting and not drinking, yeah, I guess that works for you, great. That's not gonna work for me. And I'm early in sobriety, man. I'm real early. 315 days. I don't discredit for the time I have, because that's time I have. But I'm always gonna be beginner. And as long as I remain that, I will be teachable, willing, open-minded, and honest. See, this program requires action and more action. Faith without works is dead, and willingness without action is fantasy. And it says, I came to AA solely for the purpose of sobriety, but it has been through AA that I found God. And I have a little asterisk right there. God. A loving, caring God of my understanding. Because before I came to these programs, I thought God hated me. I thought he was malicious. I thought he's like I said before, he sat in the lounge chair, put his feet up, turned on the Mark Show, and had a good laugh. Like, oh, let's take his father when he's 5. Let's make all these kids pick on him. You know, let's let him have a whole bunch of traumatic events and then get to college and get shot in his left ass cheek. But not realize the first bullet could have hit his head. It was inches from my head. Or, you know, let's not have him realize that that bullet that hit his ass cheek could have went a centimeter more and paralyzed him. Let's not be grateful for the fact that I'm alive. You know? But now today I realize these things. It wasn't why me, it's why not me. Why not me, God? What's the lesson you're trying to teach me? I'm going to be open and honest and teachable. And I'm definitely going to have a willingness to sit and wait for you to explain it to me so I can understand it. Because it might not happen right now, but it will happen in God's time. And it's happening slow and steady. It's like that apple orchard analogy I used to tell people. I'm like an apple seed that got planted too far down into the dirt. Well, guess what? That's a dark, tight place. That's where I was for a long time. But now I'm starting to sprout, and I'm starting to grow. Eventually, I'll become an apple tree that bears apples in shade without me having to give it water and love every day. It will start giving back so freely to me. Not only that, that seed, it's not just one tree. It has potential to be a forest. That is abundant. That's what God's plan is for me. Whereas I'm sitting here thinking I'm a little seed that make a tree. There's a lot more. But anyway, look, I'm at 9 minutes. I feel like I'm just rambling on right now about my daily check-in for day 315. It's your boy Mark Dub. If nobody told you this today, let me be the first one to tell you I love every single one of you, especially you watching this video right now. Because the rules of my recovery taught me to love myself, and that's truly a gift. So I'm out. Peace.